I am Lamont at Large. Today I am under the 5th Street Bridge here in Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm here at the murder site of a woman by the name of Denise Lynn Oliverson, a woman who was abducted and killed under this bridge. Authorities only finding her shoes and her bicycle. And she was allegedly killed by a man by the name of Ted Bundy. This bridge right here looks a lot different than it did on April 6th, 1975. And that is a day where 24-year-old Denise Lynn Oliverson rode her bike down this very bike path under this bridge on her way to her mother's house. She had just got into a fight with her husband. And as young couples do that are in love, they often fight. And she wanted to go talk to her mom to blow off some steam. And tragically, this is where the story almost ends, practically. This was the last place that the police and detectives at Grand Junction, Colorado Police Department could place her whereabouts. She never showed up to her mother's house. And her family, very concerned, called the police and put out a missing persons report. They traced her steps that she made from her home and found her bicycle and her shoes under this very bridge right here. And that was it. Another young woman gone missing. Lord only knows what happened to her. And the story would end totally right there, except we're going to fast forward a little bit to the week of January the 24th, 1989. And that is the week that was set for the execution date of a man known as Ted Bundy, probably the most famous serial killer of all time, the most prolific. There is no true count of how many victims he had, how many victims he killed. But Denise shares one common physical trait with most, if not all, of Ted Bundy's victims, and that is the fact that she had dark brown hair, was young, and was white. A couple days before his execution, Ted sat down with some detectives, and he had a couple things to get off his chest, a couple murders he wanted to go ahead and just confess to. And one of those murders was of Denise. He said that he ran into her under this bridge, kidnapped her, raped and killed her, and buried her body about 50 miles east of here in that direction, and threw her body into the Colorado River. To this day, her body has not been found. Now, a person could just say he was probably just possibly lying. Maybe he wants to trick the detectives into, just thinking, oh yeah, I did it, sure, why not? But when the detectives went back into the timeline, they found some receipts from a local gas station about a mile away from this very bridge where Ted Bundy was, so he was placed here. Ted Bundy had 3 victims here in Colorado: Denise Lynn Oliverson, Karen Campbell, and Julie Cunningham. There is literally well over 100 murders that police believe Ted Bundy is responsible for. And on June 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy was led to the electric chair in Florida. And according to eyewitnesses during the execution, he sat in the chair, and before 2,000 volts of electricity was pumped into his body, people were amazed at the fact that he died with a huge smile on his face. Truly, truly an evil man that ever lived. Ted Bundy. So this is where this poor girl was brutally raped and murdered. Like I said, she has no grave, no stone. Just another woman lost to the world. I am Lamont at Large, signing off.